Hello everyone, this is Paula and I am here today to have you help me decorate my one and only Valentine book. So we're talking red and some pink, white, you know, the typical colors, and lace. So this is, it's a polka dotted red paper covered in a red lace with hearts, okay? And I bought this heart right here on Pinterest. And I don't have the lady's name. I can get it real fast, I think. She makes some beautiful hearts. And I had to decide which one I wanted to use. So there's a bunch that I didn't even realize I had, those red ones. But yeah, just all kinds of beautiful. And she's got some for Tim Holtz. Tim Holtz made, he didn't make them, but products used to make some. And her name is, let me look. Look at these Tim Holtz ones. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Here's another good one. And she uses his fabric in the background, is one of the big things that she does with it. All right. It is Padded Heart Company. The Padded Heart Company. So there you go. That's where you get them. I have a whole box full and this is the first one I've used. And I like them. So we're going to make some ephemera. This book is not going to be over decorated, okay? I don't want it to be chunky when whoever gets it, gets it. I want it to be where you can still add things like photos and so forth if you want. Okay, so we're going to go, I want to show you how it looks right here. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and so we're going to start in the front. Okay, now I don't have anything made for this, just so you know. Our house has been crazy. Lots has been going on, so I haven't had time to make any, but I had this the book already made, and I wanted to make sure we could get all this done. Okay, so this is a burlap heart that's red, and here is a journaling card, and I thought it would be nice to do it as a library pocket. I just thought it'd be a little more fun than a normal library pocket. Now I am going to ink. It's going to be very light. I feel like if you ink too much with stuff like this, you know, it kind of takes away the pretty white and red and everything. So it is just going to get a little bit here and there. And yeah, see, it's going to be very light. And that's what I recommend when you do something like this. You don't need it to be real heavy ink unless you're doing a grungy Valentine pocket or something. Okay, now we're going to take this burlap and I'm going to take my Fabri-Tac and put it right here in the front. Now, I feel like my bottle is getting loose. It is. Oh my goodness, we got a little bit of stuff going on here. Let me make sure it doesn't fall out on my project. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to get this glued down and go from there. And it's going to go here on the inside of the cover, like a normal library book would do. Now, like I said, I'm not going to over embellish it, but I am going to give you know, quite a few things to go with the album in case you, the person who ends up owning it, decides you want to decorate it more. Okay, now I'm just going to spread this glue straight across right here. And I'm going to add some lace. And this lace is going to hang over a little bit. I thought it would look fun to do that on some of these things. I just kind of curved the edges round. And if I miss it, I'll fix it. But I haven't missed anything yet. Little piece sticking out right there. But I think that'll look cute. And I'm going to also, I took this little wooden heart. Let me get my twine. I took this little wooden heart right here. And I dabbed it with an ink pad. Believe it or not, this was like a, it's called Vibrant Fuchsia. And it looks red, doesn't it? Look at that. It was supposed to be pink. But that didn't work. So we're going to go down and go up. I decided to leave the sides of this wood. I thought it would look nicer. Give it a different look. Why is that not going in there, ladies? It does not want to. We're going to see what it's up to here. There we go. We are going to do a little bit of sewing on one tag. But it's going to be fast. And I couldn't get the twine to fit in my needle, so I wanted this little twine to go in my needle. But it didn't. So that wasn't cool. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. My life has been crazy, not wonderful right now. And just covered with a lot of hope. Anyway, so my husband is downstairs making ooey gooey something by Paula Deen. We have a Paula Deen restaurant in our new town, and boy, is that a good place to eat. But it's also very expensive. But I had her ooey gooey dessert, and wow, it left me wanting more ooey gooey. Okay, now we're going to put this button on. Try to avoid putting it where the holes are. That way it doesn't seep through and come out of there. This is a wood button. I tell you, I have a lot of buttons, but red buttons, I can't get my hands on good red buttons. It's so aggravating. Everywhere I look, the red buttons are far and few between. Unless you just want to go and buy plain old boring red buttons. And they have those everywhere. And I've bought a few because I've gotten desperate a couple times. But I am on the hunt for red buttons. All right, now let's put the pocket on. I like the way that turned out. I think I had chopped up a few little, you can't really tell, but it will look like this. Okay. I used a punch to do that, and I have a little one here that I think I'm going to put across the journaling card, just like that. It is hard to tell what the shape is, but it gives it some color, and I like the way it looks. So we're just going to run a little bit of glue across the very top. Now, you know we won't get this whole thing decorated. And that's okay. Some things need to be surprises. But when it ends up on my Pinterest, when it ends up in my Etsy shop, I'll do a flip through so you can see. I can't wait much longer because I want to make sure whoever gets it ends up getting to use it. You know? I was going to make a second one, but I'll do that next year. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, now we're going to glue the pocket down. Put this in here. We got our little library pocket. I think it's so funny how simple little things can change the look. I'm going to leave it where you can put a pocket behind it if you choose to. So if the person would decide they want to put a tag back behind here, they could. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put it down as low as I can and still make it look nice. All right. Let that dry now. And we are going to move on to the next thing. Okay. So I really don't know what the next thing's going to be. But I want to decorate anything I've already put in here for sure. It's got some really cute digital that I did. Here is a red bag. Now, you can put the bag right here. You can put the tag or whatever in the front. And you can also put it in the back. Okay? Now, let me see. I have a tag I want to put in here. And this was part of our, it's got a little string right there. This was part of that big hoarding video. This is one of the cards that was in there. And I made it like a card, but it's really like a tag. And you journal inside. Now, I'm going to give it just a little bit of ink. Just a little. Not a lot. And let's do it here. You can journal all on 3 different surfaces in this. So this will give you a lot of journaling space. You can put photos inside this. I did corrugated cardboard cut into a heart. Then I used gesso on it. You could use gesso or a paint. And then I put a real pretty brad and then some lace and twine and stitched around. So it was, you can go back and catch the video. It was fun. I would have had this stuff already inked, but it's been a day for me. And I just really wanted to get it done and get it where someone can purchase it if they'd like. I think it turned out really pretty. All right, now this is going to go inside the pocket, and if you choose to, you can put one behind the pocket. Now this sack was sewn in, so I hope I can get it in this pocket. I may have to put it in another pocket. It's pretty snug, but we'll see. Now I think I'm going to take it out long enough to decorate the front of the pocket. Now, what did I decide? I don't think I planned anything for the front of this. Now that I think about it, let me think for a minute. I had not made a decision on this yet. So what I might do is, that kind of looks cute, doesn't it? We can flip it over like this, and it can be a journaling spot. And on the front, I have a little felt heart that looks cute too. All right, let me ink it real fast. And we'll do that. Now, as far as this other tag goes, I think it's too tight for that. And so what we'll do is we'll put one of the ones we're going to make in there. Now, a couple of them I have to stitch, but I can't get my sewing machine over here, so I'll show them to you, but then I'll stitch them and you'll see them in the flip through. My plan is to get this one finished tonight and do the flip through tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow. This will go up. This book will go up tomorrow sometime. So, this video will. But when I put the video up, it's usually already on Etsy at that point. Okay. There we go. All right, and now we're going to put this little heart on here. Simple but cute. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. And then we could put a tag back here if we choose to. I just don't want to overload it. Okay, now, let me see what we're going to do next. Let's do this little envelope. Now, remember, this is a Valentine book. So, this is a vellum envelope that has little teensy tiny dots with dots. Okay, so I'm going to take a red doily and glue it down. Now, this is going to be attached to a page. Hopefully, it's not too big after I get it made. I didn't measure that, so I don't know that for sure. But we'll see what happens. Okay. Just center it on here the best you can. Try not to get the glue in your holes any more than necessary. And then we have this cute little heart doily. We're going to glue it down. I like layering different kinds of doilies. Just think it can look really cute. And this one doesn't have many places to add extra glue, but we'll do the best we can here. All right, we're going to center that. I like the red and the white together. I'm going to put a little bit right here. And a little bit on the side here. It's hard to know. I don't want it folding back on anybody. Now we have a little Valentine. I've got the right number, Valentine. It's you. I think I'm going to ink this a little bit. Just a little. I don't want everything stark white, you know. Okay. I'm trying not to be too bulky, but it's really hard when you have all these cute little Valentine things not to, you know, make it bulky when there's a lot of cute embellishments and stuff. Okay, so we're going to center that. Little boy and girl. I'm not going to overload it with these Valentines because, you know, let's get real. We're grown-ups, right? But everybody likes these little, you want it to have little lovebirds in it somewhere, right? Okay, because that's what it's all about. So let's go like this, and I'm just going to stick a little glitter heart right here. And then I'm going to get one that's smaller. I just went into Hobby Lobby and got some little hearts that were glittery, a couple different sizes, because you got to have hearts, right? Yeah, we've got to have a third one, because really it doesn't look that great if you don't have an odd number, at least to me. Okay. And then it does have sticky on it, but I just feel like it needs, you know, needs a little extra glue. Now I'm going to put a little bit of ink right here on the outside. I did not put it on the doily because why dirty up a good doily? Okay, and around this right here. Okay, there we go. Now, I want us to use a journaling card inside. And I think this one is so cute, but that black will show through. I'm going to go ahead and ink it because we're using it somewhere. I got to think. Where do I want to put it? Might not work in there like I thought. I do have more. Maybe I can find one that maybe has some pink. Let me get one just a moment. I'm going to do this one that just says "Be Mine" because it's cute. Adds a little pink. We don't have a ton of pink in this book because the other book was going to be in pinks and a beautiful paper. All right, and I'm not going to decorate this right now. I will end up sending some stickers too. Not a whole pack, but enough that you can add some stickers if you want. Yeah, that's better, right? Now that's going to go in the book somewhere. So let's see if it will fit. It might be a little long. I hope not. Keeping my fingers crossed. Let's put it on this second half back here. Come on, come on. How about right here? No, I don't want it sticking up in front of the little pom-poms. So let me get in here and put it right here, right next to the hearts. Now, I may have to stitch it and make it shorter or come up with a different idea. I think it's fine sticking out, but we'll see. I'm going to set it to the side right now to dry. Now we're going to put some pockets down. Now, I am doing pockets in here. I'm not going to go crazy doing pockets in here. So I'm going to put, I've got two little pockets that I'm simply going to put these little hearts on because they're cute, but I've only got one other thing I'm putting hearts on. And yeah. So this is the heart paper. Has different little hearts going in different directions. Now I'm going to put the glue down both sides and across the bottom. All right. There we go. Now I'm going to glue this on this left-hand side. Put it as much to the side as I can. Okay. I like the hearts next to the hearts. Gotta find my eraser. If it starts seeping out, I don't want glue everywhere. It's not going to be a lot, just a tiny bit. Okay, now we're going to add one of the little girls right here. And this has already been inked. Isn't she cute? Instead of bringing that up, I'm letting it come down a little lower. We'll let that dry, and then we'll find a tag. So I want to put the other one in the back. I'm thinking, how about I do it right here next to the same pocket, or the same paper as the other one. I have two pockets. That's why I didn't punch at the top, because I wanted this heart to fit nicely. Okay. Need a little bit more right there. It's super thin amount. Okay, so we're going to put this one right here. Nice. This would be a fun, it'll be a fun journal to do. I want you guys to be sure and watch on my channel, Renewed and Crafted for You, the tag challenge that I'm doing. It's 52 tags challenge. And there's a nice lady that's doing this challenge and then putting them on over on the, you see, that's going to work right there. We're going to do it. Now, this was in my hoard basket, and I'm going to cover this little embellishment because honestly, It fits perfect, and I told you I was going to start using all my goodies. And I decided not to overdo every page with thickness, because then we have a problem of, you know, being able to close the book. Okay, so here we go. Let me move this over. I'm going to put some beads on this book as well. I'm hoping I have some heart beads. I don't know if I do or not, but I'm going to put a charm on the book for sure. Now, let's get some of these little hearts. How many of you loved Valentine's Day when you was little? When you was a little girl who liked to draw hearts? Anyway, it's kind of in our nature. Yeah, I loved anything that had to do with a heart. So, it wasn't hard for me to... And I'm just... Oops, that one's upside down. These are super sticky, so I'm just putting them down. Now, inside this, we may put... Where'd it go? Oh, my goodness. Where'd my tag go? You know, the one that I got out of my hoarding basket. It's here somewhere. Here it is. So I'm going to put this back here. And I really probably should have put the heart backwards, but then it would be on the pouch backwards. It's made out of book page. And look, it's going to fit perfect right there. Awesome. Okay, that was kind of dorky, huh? All right, so I'm going to ink this a little bit. I'm going to glue it down on the back there so you have a nice pouch. Now, if a person decides they don't want that tag in their pouch, they can take it out. And I'm still not really sure, to be honest. So I'm going to think about it. I'll add tags and stuff at some point. But I'm going to leave it open here where you can also... add another storage area. Got a little bit much right there. Let's try to get that on here. I hate putting it on the zigzag, but sometimes you have to. Okay. What does that go to? Oh, well, that goes to the lace. So I'm going to cut that off. Don't want that tucked under. I must have forgot to trim it. Okay, here we go. We're going to put this back on the back page because I think it's probably the strongest area in the book. Now I'm pushing it down just right before it gets to the spine. That way we don't, it doesn't, you know, bulk it up any more than necessary. Okay. I'm going to wait on filling the pockets because we need it to dry. Okay, so let's ink these little P.S. I love you cards. Didn't know that one was on there. And I'm trying not to do too dark. Sometimes you forget and get a little darker than you want. And I'm not decorating the outside. Oh, I got to cut that one. Got to cut a very thin strip right here. Just to open up the bag. Now let's make sure, I don't know where that went. Make sure it's open, and it is. P.S. I love you. Cute, cute. Fits perfect. Let's see where the other half is. It's got to be around here somewhere. There it is. And I love this little envelope. How cute is that? Little letter to your sweetheart. There's going to be plenty of journaling space in this book. I haven't counted it, but the pages, but I will before the flip through. So now I want to put these two pockets, which are roses, into the journal. And I don't want to put them close to each other any more than necessary. These are love songs on this old vintage. I think I'm going to put, oh, I don't want to put red on red. That's just not cool, right? Find some pink. I could do it here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Go right here. Hobby Lobby paper, studio paper. I dug through my cabinet and hardly had anything for Valentine's Day. But I did. I found some stuff. Now we also, on this one, we're going to do some lace. And I'm using the same lace that I put in the book because I just had a tiny little bit left over. And I thought it looked nice in here. Ooh. Okay. Let's see, the right side. There it is. I'm going to let the lace hang over a little bit, and I did put a scallop around the edging. So I rounded the cutoff edge. That way it kind of has a different look looking off the side of the page. There we go, nice. And let's go back here and put the other one right here as soon as we ink it. Okay. Course, gonna put a big blob right there. Okay, right here. All right. I did think about what I spent about 40 minutes cutting the pockets and doing some things I thought would be fun. And do the same thing. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Don't want that to stick to the pages. Get my tip cleaned off a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to set this to the side. And we're going to do, let me see how much time we've got. Okay, we're going to do one of the tags, and I thought we would put some white stitches through it. So this is one of my 1800s tickets that I add the old music sheet to. I'm going to try to use this without this getting tangled the whole time. And I'm talking about this. So I just took and folded a piece of paper in half, cut around it, and voila. So we're going to put the tag up higher here so that when it's in a pocket, it can be seen. And I'm going to glue the middle, okay, so it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, just like that. This is red felt. Because, you know, Valentine books have to have a little bit of felt, right? Do you remember as a kid? I'm going to put the lid on that. You remember as a kid we used to do stuff with felt. Okay, so this is going to take up the rest of our time. And I'm going to do a blanket stitch. So you go up and under in the center. But first I've got to hook this right there. You know what? I think I would really rather do just a stitch around, you know, like, I don't know. I'll do a blanket stitch, but I don't think I put enough thread on there. But you can see what a blanket stitch looks like. Now, you go up from, you got to start somewhere, right? Why is that not? Let me see. I always forget when I first do the first move. Let's see. I don't think that's right. Nope. So let me go back out. I don't think that is either, but let me look here. Yep, that's right. How you know it's right is you go toward the outside with your needle, okay? And I did a pretty big stitch, so I'll do a smaller one. Just like this, and you want to take your needle over the strand that is up above it, right there. Okay? I was just going to do a running stitch. It might have showed a little better on here if I had, but for some reason I thought this would show better. But you just don't know, you know. It's kind of hard to tell. I decided to do this little heart in here when I did this kind of stitch, the blanket stitch on my heart for my tag challenge. And of course, It did come off. Makes me crazy. Let me see if I can get it back on. It's regular thread in this big old hole. Yep, there you go. It's not like some of them I use where it's so teeny tiny. Had to get a drink. It's hard to talk when you can't drink. Or when you're thirsty, I mean. Okay. So I wonder if any of you have made big plans for Valentine's Day yet. You know, we have not, but I have a feeling we will find some places to go or something to do. We're in Branson after all. We have a lot of theaters and parties and so forth. Yeah. So we're almost halfway done with our heart. And our thread is running out. When we run out of thread, we'll work on the other part there. Let's see. Get down there, silly thing. Don't want it to wrap around your... I'll have to come back after I stitch this and glue the rest of it down. But you want to get your stitching on there first. Now see how I have this pulled toward me? That's a no-no in blanket stitch. If I pulled my thread through there or my needle through there, it would be a problem. But if you put it here, oh, what? I already did it. I already messed it up. What are you talking about? Let me see. Maybe not. Yeah, I did. I got to go right here and fix my mistake. Then we'll get started again. So here we go. We're going to go like that. And I'm going to put it right here on the ragged edge of this little heart. Now, and when I'm done, I'm going to come around and turn it around, and I'm going to keep going. This is a fun stitch. You can do it on a lot of sewing machines. I do it on my sewing machine when I make journals because I like to give it a cleaner look. And down here, however I did this was wrong. See, we're coming off of here. But I can go back and fix it. Let's just do that. Let's keep our fingers crossed that I can fix it. I don't know if that's going to work or not. I'll come back and fix it. I don't want to waste a lot of time. Okay, so I'm going to do that all the way around, and then I'm going to glue it down. Then I'm going to take a piece of twine, because it's thicker, and tie it through the button. But now I'm thinking maybe I want to do something besides a button this time. I'm going to go ahead and finish it off because I'll use it somewhere. Get my fingers to work. Ah! Isn't that just like it is when you're trying to hurry? Everything goes wrong. Okay, now this is a red, red button, so we're going to add something behind it. Because we want it to look nice and not blend with our heart. And I'll show you what we're going to do. Now, I'm just going to layer up a cluster, okay? Now, you know I always do just a little double knot, and then I do a little trim off there. Now, this will end up right here, but it's going to have some, where'd my lace go? There it is. I put a little piece of lace, and I'll go into my, my little, what's it called? Where is my other, there it is. There it is. Knocking things over, sorry. It's called getting in too big of a hurry. I'm trying to get something out of here that will have white, and which really the only thing I have in here is red and white check. Now we could, instead of taking this and doing a cluster, whoops, we could, I'm telling you, I'm just dropping everything. It's because I'm trying to show you as much as I can. We could do it like this and go straight across. And then put the red button on there. Or we could build on the cluster. You know, like a little. I think we're going to build on the cluster because why not, right? And you want something kind of a different color behind it so it stands out more. And that's the point of the white lace. Let's see. So yeah, just that little bit makes such a difference. So I'm going to put the ribbon over there out of the way. And this will be finished. And the next video, we will be doing a flip through of this book. Now, I'm doing it that way this time just because I'm in a time crunch because of my brother's being ill. So I want to get it out so somebody can enjoy it after I made it. And I will send extra embellishments with it to whoever decides they'd like it. So I'm going to finish this after I get off camera. And this will be loaded up probably first thing in the morning. Or tonight, and then the flip through tomorrow or the next day. So by Thursday for sure. All right. Hope you guys had fun. Don't forget to go visit my Stamping Up Like Crazy channel where I make cards out of Stampin' Up products. It's lots of fun. I put a new one up today, and I think you'll enjoy it. And if you do, subscribe. I'd love to have you there and here. All right, guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do. We have lots of fun. And tell your friends about us. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.